Hi, this is Speakerstack Music. In this video we're going to continue our series of videos where I break down how I've written, recorded and produced a techno rock track in Ableton. Please check out the previous videos if you're interested in how I've done the kick and the snare. This video is going to focus on the toms that I put in the song. I've got two tom tracks or channels. Both of these were set up as MIDI channels. And for both of these, I dropped in an impulse instrument, which you can find in this section here. You click on that and just drop the entire impulse template in. And then that gives you something like this. But this will be blank. Then you have to go into the samples section and actually select a tom sample. And you can do that by typing in tom, and you've got a whole list of them down here. I tend to gravitate towards the tom RTO samples here. And I've dropped in both the high tom samples, one onto the left side and one onto the right. I've got one pan left and one pan right, which you can see here. On top of that, I've also added in an EQ8 and a reverb, just a touch of reverb on both of the channels, just to give it a little bit of ambience and space, but we don't want too much on the toms because they need to be quite solid and rhythmic. The parameters for the EQ are fairly similar for both tracks. For the left one, it's a stronger sample, so I've brought down the volume, the decibels, at around 1000 hertz. For the other one, it's not quite a stronger sample, so we can just leave it as is. But for both, I've applied a high pass, low cut filter at around 100 hertz just to cut out all of the sub bass frequency, so the toms aren't sitting in that bit, because you just really want your kick drum and bass in that. And applied a, let's get this right, high cut low pass filter at the top end at around 10,000 hertz. As I said, just a touch of reverb on both of those. Other things to say about the toms, in terms of the patterns that I've put in, you'll see that these aren't running throughout the track. I've really used them to build up, to create fills, or to build up tension in the song, or to finally introduce a greater rhythmic complexity in some of the sections. So it kind of starts in the build up, and then I've also got it coming in a bit more consistently at about a couple of minutes into the song, where I've introduced the main ideas, and now I just want to introduce a greater rhythmic complexity to really propel the song forward. And that bit is sounding a little bit more complex in terms of the rhythm sound. So I've used 16ths there, just dropping slightly behind each of the on beats in the bar, the 1, 2, 3 on beats for each bar, just using 16ths in the bars to fill out the sound on that section. And you can see I've done that, and then also towards the end here added in a few more beats on the toms just to really fill out the sound as it's getting towards the end of the song. And then for the last half a minute of the song, I've dropped the toms entirely out just to let the music breathe and fade out. And that's essentially what I've done on the toms. Hope you found that useful. If you did, please like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. In the next video, I'm going to show you how I did the hi-hats. So we've got two different channels set up for the hi-hats. So we'll have a look at how I produced the sound for those elements. So thanks for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video.